let's get the conversation started. A guest joining me virtually on the show. He's a clergyman, a public affairs journalist. Let's take a look, take a trend on what has led to this protest. How did we get here? What really led to everything? So let's see how we can unpack one or two information for you this morning. I have Apostle Noble Omodia joining me virtually from Jos this beautiful morning. Good morning, Noble.
Yes, good morning. Good to see you, my brother.
Good to have you this morning. All right, first of all, how is your end over there? How is it like, what's your information you have this morning about the protest at your end before we start up the conversation?
Well, there has been parchment of gatherings, basically for solidarity and all that. But you know, Jos is not a troublesome place.
Absolutely.
Jos is the most, the temperature in Jos is the coolest in the country. As will tell you, the atmosphere here, no tension. We are naturally good people, and so you may find the heat of this protest more in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, and Abuja. But if it is just, we are the last of things like this. So I believe that people are taking today as a holiday, taking time off work. They are just using the opportunity. As a family. So for us, it's a holiday. It's not a protest per se.
All right. So let's walk through.
It's also cheaper in just that.
Okay. Let's walk through what has actually led to this whole issue.
They react less.
All right. So let's walk through what has actually led to this whole issue of the protest, and some Nigerians are actually not happy with what's happening on the Nigerian economy, and no good thanks to May 29th, 2023, when during the swearing-in ceremony of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, just a single statement, subsidy is gone, has actually been, could you now call it the mother or the father behind everything that has culminated from the hardship. There have been hardship, we know, but it seemed like since May 29, 2023, it did not just double, it tripled, you know, with the removal of subsidy from PMS. So let's walk through the economy since May 29 before, you know, why we dig into the conversation. So do you actually think that the problem or the benchmark of what we're having today in the Nigerian economy, where some persons can no longer feed 3 square meals comfortably, has been a big issue since May 29?
Yes. You know, I was in your show where we talked about these things extensively.
Yeah.
Please, you know, the network fluctuates, so if I miss anything, you just key me in.
All right, no problem.
So, yes, May 29th has, you know, like I said when I was in your show, it's a mindset thing.
Okay.
It's not just May 29th. Even after this protest, Nigeria is already on a downward slope. That is why I feel very sorry and feel bad for the people that are protesting today. This protest is not going to work anything for their good or for the good of the country, because they have not understood the dynamics. What is wrong is governance, not government. I don't know whether anybody heard that.
Okay.
What is wrong is governance, not government, not Tinubu government, not Buhari's government, not Yar'Adua's government, not Jonathan's government. It is governance. The system of doing things in the country is wrong. So that is why you see when the subsidy was removed, no plan, nothing, then the economy continued to nosedive. So the people in power don't understand dynamics, don't understand economy. They are just trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. So again, I don't know if I've answered the question. It has been a rough time for Nigerians. People can't really pay bills. Those of us that are ministers, do you know how many these tithes and offering that the people have brought to us over the years? They are collecting it back now.
That sounds funny anyway.
Yes. So this like now after this call now, I
Yeah.
have people coming to my house to eat.
Okay.
I have people this holiday now they are going to use time to come to their pastor's house. It's because if they are here they will eat, and that will save them about 4 or 5 thousand naira. So
That's
people
because you are the shepherd, they are the flock.
how we go do now?
Okay.
We are ready, we are not ready, we are here.
All right.
So it's a difficult situation. Many families can no longer, particularly those people that are salary earners, this economy has frustrated them. It has turned people that used to be givers to become beggars. Because when we don't even have an economy. I hope we can get to the point where I can explain on this program that we don't have an economy. We
Okay.
don't have a
Why would you say so? Because we have a minister for finance and the coordinating minister of the economy.
Yes, that is, you see, I think we don't know the meaning of economy.
Okay.
So
walk us through.
Market, when you hear market, like
Yeah.
urban market, the meaning of market, the etymological root of market, why market was instituted, is for everybody to have a common price. The meaning of market is that if I go to urban market now and I want to buy ugu leaf, it will be 200 naira, and if I go around that market I will get it for either 200 naira, 195 naira or 205 naira. It should be between the neighborhood. So the market is a regulator. Okay, so the economy also is a regulator of the commerce of the people. So but now we don't have a regulation around our expenses. You can buy something this morning for 1,000 naira. You go back to the market tomorrow, it's now 2,000 naira.
I think tomorrow your mention is even too far. In the afternoon.
Yes, but the problem there is that by the end of the month, your salary has not gone up.
Okay.
So therefore, we don't have an economy. We don't have an economy. The economy is supposed to regulate the commerce of the people. The economy is supposed to regulate the inflow and outflow of resources and to create stability for people to have some sort of value for life.
Okay.
I don't know whether the network is allowing me to.
I can hear you clearly. You're making sense.
So the economy now does not exist. There's no economy if something continues to jump every day. No economy. So that woman that called his or herself the minister of economy supposed to be the one to sit over the economy to ensure that whether there is a standard incursion or there is a reason for prices to go up and down, it buffers it and holds it until the people are ready to adapt, until the government is ready to top off what people are earning. And not look at what they are doing now. They are trying to reduce bag of rice to 40,000 naira. Is that not madness? Is that not madness? You are increasing, you are reducing the price of bag of rice in the market. Sorry, they are not increasing the bag of rice in the market.
Not in the market. They have a specific place where you can go and buy. Not like in the entire market.
That thing is still a Nigerian spirit. It's a political 419, political jingoism. That is what
Patrick Obayamo tagged it.
Politics of Ilaga Filetegu or Babawanga.
Yeah.
Because you are giving us a center to release maybe 1 million bags of rice.
Yeah.
The bag of rice in the market, has it changed? The man selling in forestry, is his own changed? The one selling in New Benin, has his own changed? You are releasing few bag of rice that will run out in 1 week or two. They are not attending to the economy. Let me tell you, sir, why it's very pitiable. The meaning of government is not to give people bag of rice.
Okay.
I don't know whether this network is working.
I can hear you clearly.
Government does not give people bag of rice. That is not the meaning of government.
Okay.
We have moved from government into palliative. We have moved from governance into my brother, my sister. We have moved from government is a policy making institution to allow people to go and do their business and buy their bag of rice. The government is supposed to create a platform for people to be able to do their business of rights for any other governance. They have left the policy creation, which is to create a policy, create structures that will outlast even the people in power and ensure that people are able to do their business, make profit, and buy as much bag of rice as they want to buy. They have left this work because this is the work of government. They have now come to the work of friends and well-wishers, dashing people bag of rice. They have now become reunion club where you go and reunite with your primary school friend, and maybe they give you a free car gift. Government does not give free gift. They make policy. When Mongo Park came to Africa, he came to look for opportunity to better the policy of their country. Do you understand what I'm saying now?
I get it clearly.
I've missed it already. Today, now let me tell you what's really going on. When I came to your show before, I told you the people in power know exactly what to do.
Yeah, you said that.
Jesus, when he came, the Pharisees and the Sadducees refused to accept him, not because they did not know that he was the Messiah, but if they accept him, it will end their own rulership, their own dynasty. It's just like saying they should hand over power to Jesus, because he there at the Old Testament, and the Old Testament pointed that Jesus was going to come, and now that he has come, they will prefer that Jesus came before their or after their tongue. If they know what to do, but if they do it, it will affect their own tenure. If they change the policy of Nigeria and change the way we are going, it means that they themselves will not be able to enjoy the loot. They will not be able to enjoy the loopholes in government. They will not be able to enjoy the twisting of the judiciary. They will not be able to enjoy the how people are able to come out of the law. If the law enforcement agency arrests you today now for drugs, for scamming or anything, my brother, you will come out. You will come out from that law enforcement agency.
All right. Let's now look at the new minimum wage that was just recently passed and signed into law. Do you actually think it will have any positive impact on the life of the average Nigerian worker who is between, say, grade level 2 to grade level 5 or 6, as the case may be? Because the minimum wage, it's meant for the least cadre on the work scale, say the first school living certificate employee by an organization. Do you think 70,000 naira is a wageable wage to take care of a Nigerian worker with, let's say, 2 children, a wife at home?
Well, the first thing I will tell you is that half bread is better than none.
Okay. A friend of mine will say half bread is better than food chinchin.
And then half bread is better than none. That's the first thing I want to say. So we want to thank God.
All right. We seem to be having 1 or 2 hiccups, but definitely we will still get back to him. But moving on.
That feeling of, I'm not earning 70,000. It's going to be a temporary massaging of their ego. But my brother, what the government is giving to you with one hand, the other hand. Just within 2 months, a kilo of turkey has moved from 5,000 naira to close to 8,000 naira now. So, bob your hair now. If you go to Lekki, it's 10,000 naira for one cut. One cut in Lekki is 10,000 naira. So, what are you talking about? They should fix the economy. You see, when you fix the economy, my brother, your 50,000 naira salary will help you more than a 70,000 naira salary in a bad economy. Sometime last year, dollar was 950 and we were complaining that why is it 950. Today it's 17. If you don't like, you leave it.
You leave it.
So
That's true.
it therefore means that everybody in Nigeria seems to be living in poverty. If the millionaire, because it's eating into his millions. If you have 20 million naira in your account in January, my brother, it's no longer 20 million now.
That's true.
If you try to convert it to dollars or try to travel, buy a ticket, you discover that you to the poverty has catch up with you.
Absolutely.
So this is it. Eventually, it's an economic issue, and I feel sorry that at this point, our government are not taking steps that shows that the next 2 years will even be good.
Okay.
No step. You know that everybody is taking step. You will know that it's not there yet.
Yeah.
It will soon be there.
Okay.
But our steps show that the country is going down, down, down. Nigeria is like a bicycle rider that is riding up the hill, and the hill continues to go steeper and steeper. Rather than stop and figure out what's going to happen next, he keeps driving up the hill. So what's going to happen if he gets to the peak? He's going to slide down.
You slide back again.
A time that Nigeria will reset itself.
Okay.
Nobody
now,
can.
Let's now look at the impact on this protest on the entire economy at large, whether the government enterprise, the private enterprise. But on my way to work this morning, I noticed everywhere was kind of lock and keys. Even the parks, they were not loading. The petrol stations, they were not dispensing. We already have scarcity issue before today. So the petrol stations weren't dispersing petroleum product. The businesses and everywhere was locked. The road was literally dry. Driving a 1 hour or 45 minutes journey, you just drove for like 20-25 minutes. That actually means the road is free. So do you make out anything negative per se on possibly what this protest, because they said it's 10 days, today is just day 1, it's already like this. Nobody knows how day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5 down to day 10 is going to be if nothing is done. Do you think there will be any negative impact on the already challenging economy of Nigeria while the protest lasts?
That is why there's a saying in the Edo language, Oko Emose. So, as long as people will have to speak up and protect their right, my brother, avoid trouble, avoid war. Because when there is war, everybody must have a collateral damage.
That's true.
But sometimes if you don't look for trouble, trouble can also come and look for you. Okay, if trouble come and look for you, you say that they say you should not. So that's where we are. Looking at the losses, a lot of losses have been made in the economy just between 6 o'clock this morning
to this very time. Yeah, and now, absolutely, that's true.
What we have lost in the economy is in billions already now. If you understand the way the economy works,
let's digress a little bit to your angle where you belong as a clergyman. Now, before this protest for today, why there were agitations that protests will come on board, we saw traditional rulers visiting the president at the villa, appealing to the conscience of Nigerians to shelve the protest. Because a lot of persons actually believe that the traditional institutions and the religious institutions, that is the church, they have a very big role to play in every nation's economic development. Don't you think that as a clergyman you are, where you belong, which is the church, as a preacher of the gospel, they also have a role to play? Because a lot of persons keep saying, pray for Nigeria, pray for Nigeria, pray for Nigeria. I keep asking myself, is it only Nigeria that is the country in the world that will keep disturbing God every day? Pray for Nigeria for things we know we can single-handedly do without disturbing God. Because it's becoming too much, too rampant when you hear, yeah, prayer is very good, we know, we can't do without it. But when we know that this is the problem, we're not fixing the problem, we keep disturbing God who is seated in heaven and where he's seated on his throne, that we should pray for Nigeria, pray for Nigeria. So I don't know, the church where you belong, do they have a role to play in turning around the fortune of the economic development of the country called Nigeria?
Yes. Let me answer this question without even raising my voice. Let me just make sense because some people will learn from this.
Okay.
Now, the church is the body of Christ.
Okay.
The church has a spiritual component and a transformational component, which is the institutional part. Look at it. We have the spiritual part, which is the body of Christ that will be raptured out of this world to go to some place. All that kind of belief system based on your denomination. Then there is the organizational side of the church, which is transformational. Harvard University was founded by the church. Wales University was founded by the church. America was founded by the church. Okay, Gregor Mendel was a monk. Albert Einstein was the monk. It was set up by faith-based. It was faith-based. So I think that the church is very, very key to the transformation of the society. Okay. So it's just that most of our Nigerian pastors, they are not educated. They didn't go to school. They just failed their WAEC and open a church. They just failed their NECO, open a church. How can a man who is not transformed be able to handle the transformational side of the church?
Okay.
They can lead people to heaven. They can get them to follow the anointing. They can get them to jerk and to speak jargons. Okay, but when it comes to transferring that tongues you are speaking, transferring that anointing you are falling into transformation, that is changing the quality of life you live, influencing other people around you, being able to catch up with the technological trends, and to also upgrade the country where you live. Many pastors don't have that mentality because they themselves are not transformed.
Okay.
Number two, there's a poverty mentality in the country that has catch up with pastors too. So instead of me to spend time trying to transform my members, I spend time trying to collect from them so that I will be worthy. Let me come out from the poverty first before I think of transforming them, and that will take 100 years. So for us who know what we are doing, we are busy transforming people.
Okay.
I'm board of director of over 6 organizations that develop people, rural and urban outreaches. I have tech platforms where I train people and develop them. I have this alternative income platform where I train people on how to make money outside just coming to church. And that is what is sustaining me.
Okay.
Some of us don't run on tithes and offering. You can see people not.
Okay. So let's get your pattern short. Your advice.
Because we have invested in people, we have trained them, we have transformed them, we have helped them to move from the back side to the front side. That's what is keeping our ministry.
Okay.
We don't survive by tithe anymore. You can see them withdrawing their tithe and offering because of 1 or 2 persuasion on social media. But we are surviving by people we have transformed.
All right.
People we have. So transformation is key. So back to your question, every pastor must start to sound spiritual and also sound transformational.
Okay.
You must start to people how to talk, how to think, how to walk, how to write their CV, how to write a proposal, how to resign from a job, how to approach the boss, work ethics, teamwork. You must be able to train people like that. Train them how to make public appearances, how to, like now, protest is coming now. A lot of people that are protesting today don't know why they are protesting.
Exactly.
Today, just carrying block, blanking people, collecting their money. But behind the protest, people ask them they are not aware. Because their pastor talk to them. You just pray for them. them. But the pastor himself also call for training. That's why very soon I'll be starting a school of ministry that I'll bring in from state to state to train pastors to rewire their mindset that you are not just there to bless people spiritually. You are there to transform them, lead them on things that they must do that must improve the quality of life.
Because let's wrap up because we're pressed for time right now. I wanted to ask you what would be your advice to your people in the same ministry with you, but you've already said that already. Now, what would be your parting shot to Nigerians out there protesting and the government, whether the federal, the state, or the local, in terms of listening to the people, the yearning of the people, and meeting their needs for these whole issues not to deteriorate into what, at the end of the day, they cannot handle? Your parting shot before we wrap up.
Number one, I would not have loved them to protest, but they're already outside.
Okay.
That is because I know that protest will not fix these issues.
Okay, quickly, just in a minute, just wrap up.
Number two, now that they're already there, please, they should not take the opportunity to start to rape, to maim, and to steal and to destroy.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are just there to do that. Number three, the government must look for the organizers of this protest.
Okay.
And dialogue with them.
Okay.
To know whether they have needs that are genuinely attainable and that can be attended.
All right. Thank you very much, Apostle Noble Omondia, for your insight on this whole issue, this beautiful Thursday morning. It's been a great time talking to you, giving us both the government angle and also the spiritual angle as a clergyman that you are. We really want to thank you for your time. I know with time, I will also bring you on board as things begin to unfold for us to always look at the economy of Nigeria, because I always say Nigeria is a living conversation, never-ending conversation. We'll talk about it on a daily basis. That's how far we can go on the show this beautiful Thursday morning. It's been a great time being with you. On behalf of my entire team, we appreciate your time from start to finish. I'm Lawrence Osifo, thanking you for watching. Bye for now.